Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, November 17th, 2016, and I'm Anthony Strother.
And I'm Morghan Nicholes. In campus news, EcoSure completed its annual audit on the Tarleton Dining Hall. The food and safety inspection conducted by EcoSure carefully inspected both the Tarleton Dining Hall and Texan Food Court to ensure all facilities were up to code and running properly. The Tarleton Dining facility received an overall rating of 93.5 of 100. The inspector cited the dining hall for gaps in doors, buildups on the floor, and rust on the ceiling according to the records obtained under the Texas Public Information Act.
In local news, the Stephenville Empire Tribune reported that a female pedestrian was taken to the hospital after she was hit by a Jeep. The accident happened Tuesday evening around 5:30 p.m. in Stephenville. The woman ignored the no crossing sign and walked into traffic on the intersection of Washington and St. Felix Streets. After the accident took place, an ambulance transported the victim to the hospital. She reportedly had serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Reports also say the driver of the Jeep will not face any charges.
And now today's Texas, national and international news from the Associated Press. A civil jury has determined that the former Houston School Board president received kickbacks from a contractor that the school district did business with recently. On Wednesday, a jury ruled in favor of the Gil Ramirez Group, a construction firm that claimed in a lawsuit that it lost lucrative district contracts because it did not offer bribes to Larry Marshall. The Houston Chronicle reports jurors determined Marshall, his political campaign treasurer, and others violated a civil racketeering law. Damages awarded to the Ramirez Group included $3.4 million in punitive cost. The verdict tarnishes the reputation of a man who served as one of the longest-serving members of the school board. Marshall also worked to integrate the nation's 7th largest school district.
In national news, college students on campuses around the country marched and rallied yesterday, urging administrators to protect students and employees against immigration actions under a Donald Trump presidency. Students are rallying supporters on social media by using the hashtag #SanctuaryCampus. About 600 students showed up to rally at Yale University, and around 400 people gathered at Vermont's Middlebury College. Students are hoping that their schools will not share their personal information with immigration officials.
For more national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. President-elect Donald Trump meets Thursday with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Abe is expected to look for assurances that Trump will remain committed to the U.S.-Japan security alliance. A Minnesota police officer is charged with second-degree manslaughter for the shooting death of a black motorist. Prosecutors concluded that Officer Geronimo Yanez was wrong to use his weapon in a traffic stop when he shot and killed Philando Castile. Castile had told the officer he had a gun and was licensed to carry it. Authorities in central Illinois say a gas explosion killed one utility worker and sent 11 people to the hospital. A number of buildings in downtown Canton were damaged. And Britain's Prince William attended a conference in Vietnam on the illegal wildlife trade. He praised Vietnam, China, and other Asian countries for the steps they've taken to battle wildlife trafficking. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports, the Associated Press reported Houston Texan players are being advised by the team staff, get this Morgan, not to leave the hotel and not to order room service during their trip to Mexico City for their game against the Oakland Raiders next Monday. The game will be the first NFL game in Mexico City since 2005, and it's a part of the NFL's International Series. A section of a memo sent to all members of the Houston Texans also said, leave all expensive jewelry at home and do not eat outside of the team meal room. The NFL has warned the players that some meat produced in Mexico may be contaminated with clenbuterol, which is a steroid that is banned in the NFL. NFL officials said that consuming a large quantity of this contaminated meat may result in a positive test for the steroid.
For today's weather forecast, we kick it out to Jace Fry. Jace?
Thanks, Morgan. Today's weather brought to you by the National Weather Service. It's sunny with a high of 79 degrees and an overnight low of 55 with a 20% chance of thunderstorms. Back to you.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.
Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all your latest local, state, national, and international news.
Today's broadcast was produced by Jenna McCall, Ariel Steele, and Jace Fry. Have a wonderful day, Texans.